In a barren valley where nothing grew and no human voice could be heard, a woman stood alone under the burning sun. There was no water, no shelter, no sign of life, only endless sand and silence. In her arms was a crying infant, weak from thirst. That woman was Hagar, peace be upon her. She had been left in this desolate land with nothing but a small amount of food, a little water, and one thing stronger than fear: complete trust in Allah. Hagar's life had never been easy. According to historical accounts, she lived in Egypt and became part of the household of Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, and his wife Sarah. Through faith and patience, Hagar accepted Islam and later became the wife of Prophet Ibrahim. Allah blessed her with a son, Ismail, peace be upon him. His birth was not ordinary, it was the beginning of a divine plan that would change history. Soon after Ismail's birth, Allah tested this family in a way that few could endure. Prophet Ibrahim received a command from Allah to take Hagar and her infant son to a remote, lifeless valley and leave them there. That valley would later become Makkah. When Ibrahim turned to leave, Hagar followed him and asked why he was leaving them in such a place. At first, he did not answer. Then she asked the question that revealed her faith. She said, "Has Allah commanded you to do this?" When Ibrahim nodded yes, Hagar calmly replied, "Then Allah will never abandon us." Those words carried more strength than any army. Prophet Ibrahim left with tears in his eyes, praying that Allah would protect his family. Days passed, and the little food and water ran out. Ismail began to cry from thirst. Hagar's heart filled with fear, but she did not give up. She placed her son on the ground and ran in search of help. She climbed the hill of Safa and looked around, hoping to see someone. There was nothing. She then ran to the hill of Marwa and searched again. Still nothing. She ran back and forth between the two hills 7 times, driven by desperation, love, and faith. When she returned to her son, she saw him striking the ground with his tiny feet. Suddenly, by Allah's command, water burst forth from the earth. Hagar rushed to gather the water, fearing it would disappear, saying, "Zamzam," meaning stop, stop. That water became the blessed well of Zamzam, which continues to flow to this day. What began as a moment of fear became one of the greatest miracles in Islamic history. Because of this water, travelers and tribes began to pass through the valley. The area slowly transformed into a settlement. Life returned to a place that had once been empty. Years later, Prophet Ibrahim returned and found his son grown and the valley alive. But another test soon came. Ibrahim saw a dream in which he was commanded to sacrifice his son. Knowing that the dreams of prophets are revelation, he shared it with Ismail. Without hesitation, Ismail accepted Allah's command and told his father to do what he was ordered. When the moment came, Allah replaced Ismail with a ram, accepting their obedience and mercy. This act became the foundation of sacrifice in Islam and is remembered every year during Eid al-Adha. Later, Prophet Ibrahim and Ismail were commanded to build the Kaaba together. As they raised its walls, they prayed that Allah would accept their efforts and guide future generations. From this lineage came Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. Hagar lived to see the valley flourish and her son become a leader. She passed away in Makkah, near the sacred house. Today, millions of Muslims run between Safa and Marwa during Hajj and Umrah, reliving her struggle. They drink from Zamzam, remembering her patience. Her story teaches us that true faith is trusting Allah even when the path is unclear. This is not just a story of the past. It is a reminder for every heart that feels alone, lost, or afraid. Allah never abandons those who place their trust in Him.